Meanwhile, Russia issuing a warning to the U.S. after a Syrian plane is shot down by American forces. Former Bush 43 State Department official Paul Bonicelli. Paul, do you think the Russians would make good on that threat, that if we are over their zone, protected zone, they would shoot down any U.S. plane that ventures there?
I do not think that they would. The last thing Putin wants is a war with us or a conflict where he even gets a bloody nose. He can't afford to do that in his country because he lives by the nature of the strong man. No Soviet leader wanted it either. I think what the Russian president is doing is very calculated. He's claimed that he's cutting off communication. That special communication line is only one form of communication. It's more of a diplomatic show than it is, the real communication between our militaries. But he also stopped short of saying he would shoot down anything. So it's definitely tough rhetoric. He is trying to gain the upper hand here after the humiliation of shooting down the Syrian jet. But he's met a new president in President Trump, who is obviously not a lapdog to Putin, else he wouldn't have shot down Putin's allies' plane.
That's a very good point. Paul, another thing that comes up is that whether we had, in fact, warned the Russians we would do just this. And we gave them, when we launched the Tomahawk missile attack a couple of months ago in response to that chemical weapons attack, we gave the Russians a heads up that that's exactly what we were going to do. They were outraged and angry. But I'm wondering if we would have done the same here, or that we had it on good standing word that that's exactly what we would do.
Yeah, a couple of things. We don't know yet if we did warn them, so it may come out that we did, or it may have been done in a channel that we just don't talk about.
Right.
But secondly, they didn't need a warning. They were very clear what we would do, because just like they were U.S. troops that might have been attacked, we will not tolerate attacks on our coalition forces. We lose face as much as anybody else if we tell these people we're going to protect them. They're fighting for a cause we believe in, and then we allow them to be killed. It would have been an affront to the U.S. So I think the Russians were very clear. And remember, they were warned with our actions in the region, and then they went back and bombed again. So they really did know what we would do, even if we didn't explicitly say that plane's coming down.
Are these skies, Paul, monitored? In other words, that in case there is overlap or one country or coalition's planes are getting close to another? I mean, like, I don't know, for oversimplification, like air traffic control in this country.
Yeah, it is probably not like, watching planes over Toledo, but right. It's pretty sophisticated the way we watch, the way they watch. We coordinate. Israel obviously doesn't talk about it, but it knows a lot about what's going on in every part of that region. So while there can be miscalculations, these were very calculated acts. The Syrian jet dropped bombs on purpose to try to stop the forces that we have built up and protected, and we shot that plane down very intentionally because it crossed a line.
All right, Paul, thank you very much for taking the time. We appreciate it.